Hello guys, I am very happy with what happened to Facebook and Apple. I have two winners and I don't say a loss for Twitter because I bought it before. So all what I get as money from Twitter, I bought it before, and from what we call the bottom, or what we call the support line, and I was going with it, and it was very fine. And before the earnings, I have to choose either to stay or to exit the trade. And I told you before, if you are scared, you just exit. Okay. For me, you know, I trade stocks for 7 years. I trade around more than 1,000 trade a year. So I am not that guy who is like scared to do a trade. Now, yes, I calculate everything, and I know that it is very volatile. It can go up so good, it can go bad so bad, and I assume the responsibility and the risk. And this is what makes you a trader. Okay, you don't get scared when you see a loss, and you don't get so happy when you see a gap up. Okay, it's a trade. Okay, and you do a trade, and then you do another trade, and then you do another trade, so you don't stop. This is the main thing. Okay, so your success in one trade doesn't mean that you will succeed every day. Okay, so for Twitter, I have two choices: either to exit with a profit, or to have the earning news, and it might be a gap up. Okay, I am following Twitter from when it was IPO, understand that. And at the beginning of Twitter, it was so good. I was there from 44 to $45 to $74 when it's the end, and then when it goes down to 72, I sold it. I bought it after many times, but when I see that it's going in a downtrend, I always make videos and ask people to be so careful about this stock because it is in a downtrend. And I showed you how it was in downtrend. If you watch my videos, I have made a lot of videos about Twitter, and the good ones and then the bad ones when the stock was going down. But it's like 1 month or 1 month and a half, Twitter has stopped going down, and this is something that you can see. I don't know if it continue for this year or the next year, but for me, when I see an information that it is so important, and that is how I trade. Okay, so I bought it for 3 or 4 weeks, and then earlier, and then I have to choose either to exit with a profit or to wait for the earnings and to see. Now I waited to see for the earnings, but the earnings was a down. It means a gap down, so I lost the profit that I got before. It's so this trade is what we call flat. Now, what if Twitter has a gap up? I could have made a lot of money from it, but as I told you before, I don't expect anything from the market. What I do is to follow the price, okay, and to assume responsibility for that. This is about Twitter. Now, Apple, I was looking for Apple because it has 1 or 2 what we call gap down, I thought it might be a gap up this time. That's why I always try to buy when I think it's something that they could make money. And it's true, I made money from Apple, the gap up, then I sold in the morning. Now, selling in the morning before the market opens, I make more money than for those who stayed until it opens and at the end of the day they sell. Okay? So those who bought at the open and at the end of the day they lose money. Okay? They make money, but it's not as when you have sold before. And a lot of people, although I have explained this many times, a lot of people, they don't know that they can sell a stock before the market opens. Yes, you can. This is called extended hours. You can just see the bid and you see if it's good for you, you just sell with a limit order, because in the market at that time they don't accept market order or stop order. It can't work. So you should use a limit order. In the morning you see the price, you see the bid and the ask. The bid, if it is 132 or 31 or something, and yesterday it was 122 or 23, so you sold because you have made a big money here in one day. So I sold my shares before in the morning, and a lot of people, they wait and they say, oh, the gap up goes down and it's not that much. But I say, okay, you should have bought in the morning like me, but this is not a sure thing. You can sell in the morning and then the stock opens and continues to go up. It happens to Facebook before. I sold, but 3 days afterward it goes so good. Okay, I wasn't there in the market, so I sold, but I sold for, I think, for $10 for each share I bought. So it was a good thing for me. Now, I hope those people who have done the same experience with me with these stocks, Twitter, Apple and Facebook, even by looking at the price. I'm not speaking to trade or to do virtual trade, but just to watch the market and how the news can shape the price. Okay? And that's why a lot of people, when they see things like a gap up or gap down, or they see something, they don't understand what is behind. Okay? So the price, always there is something behind. Okay? Sometimes we know that there is something coming, like earnings, but it's not true that you will know everything about company or about international news or about, you can't. Okay? Sometimes the news comes in 2 minutes, and if you didn't buy before, it's over. You don't have time to see the news and to go to the broker and to open and to buy or sell. Okay? So I hope this experience that some people have done or watched me, it means follow me, and when I explain how earnings works and how things can go up or can go down, people, they make a lot of money, and the people, they can lose a lot of money. And this is just a way to see things from the earning date news. Okay? And as I told you before, I do this time to time when I see an opportunity to buy before the earnings. But usually my strategies are based, as all the people know here in YouTube, I do from the resistance line and from the support line and from the trend. 3 major things that I have done always, and I explained in my trainings. And the people who have been with me in the subscription, each week I will explain. I search stocks automatically, and I show how to select stocks and how the stocks go up and how you can make money. Some, when they see it and they follow the stocks, they are going up and they make money either in virtual or in trade. They begin to understand how things works. Okay? And as I told you before, there is no sure thing, and this is the market. You should accept this. There is no sure thing. if you are coming to the market with the idea that you sure thing in your mind and you should always make money, this will never happen in the market, and you are just having gambling ideas. It doesn't exist in the market. You should use probabilities in order to make money in the market, not a sure thing. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, just comment here or send me a private message. As usual, my website, training website, and my email are here. So try to just send me a private message, and subscribe to the channel if you don't. Thank you very much and have a nice day.